protagonists. So that's among other constituencies. So we say a legacy is more important in your life. A legacy is more important in your life. So there's always continuous attempts. There's a hijacking legacy of revolutionary forces in particular. Just how people in general. So there were different numbers to the fact prior to Forrest Whitaker was under Butler. They said some members of the Black Panther Party said their son is serious about that legacy. So they went to get some other stuff. We heard rumors that there was discussion about doing this movie. So we was like, okay, once they found out they was saying we were going to hold accountable, they probably said, no, let's go somewhere to greener grass. So they got to build it up. You heard stuff on social media. So wait a minute. These people are set to betray certain people. You know what I'm saying? So we have to have a conversation. So we're going to meet with these people. And so it was explained to us, but that's not how it operates in Hollywood. I said, I'm not from Hollywood. This is area from Chicago, it was Inglewood, Southside Chicago. So we back and forth, a lot of struggles. Even some of the initial titles that we brought us, you know what I'm saying? One title was Jesus Was My Homeboy. So we had a lot of struggles. And even take into account, and I learned a lot, like the different dynamics, the movie industry. And the balance in that, on one hand, what you're seeing on the movie scene, there's a lot of instances with political positions contradicted when they have been cinematography or movie-wise speaking, would have been beneficial. One case in point I use is talk about a scene at the Black Panther Party headquarters. Illinois was the state chapter. My father, Chairman Fred, was the deputy chairman for the state of Illinois. Black Panther Party proved to be an international organization. It was started out in Oakland, California. And this is the movie I was based around the headquarters. So there's a scene where the sister comrade was at the headquarters and the police were around him taunting members of the Black Panther Party. And then they were taunting, and then the Panthers came out shooting, and this is great. They sing cussing. No, they can happen. But there were reasons. The first name of the Black Panther Party was the Black Panther Party for self-defense. That's important. That's imperative because there's so many instances, so not just for revolutionary organizations, and just a lot of people. The narrative, the incorrect narrative, is that we drew first blood. That we reactionary, that we started something all the time. In fact, when the police are trained in the states, they beat you, they're trained to say stop resisting, even if you're not resisting. You know what I'm saying? So there was a lot of balance politically on this side. And concern we had too, even the narrative of who it will be coming from. One of the agent provocateurs, William O'Neill, he gave a floor plan of the home where Chairman Fred was at. So the movie came like it was coming from him speaking. So he said that's a bad move. Later on in retrospect, looking back, I can see the significance of that. Because I'm going to a movie just saying outright saying this is Chairman Fred, Black Panther Party. So there were different dynamics that we had to struggle with. And obviously, was able to tell a complete story of Chairman Fred and Black Panther Party. So no, you cannot put a shark in a fish tank. It doesn't work that way. And some there was still issues. Like, for example, at the end, the narrative that William O'Neill, the agent, he killed himself. I was just the government, came and took him out. Took him out. And so we battled about that. But that's, I don't get the impression that's the major part of the work. This is like, that's a tool, a tactic. Get the conversation rolling. So I'm a revolutionary, I'm a daughter of culture, my mother, my sister, we were cultural experts on the movie. And I tell people, even my decision to go up and do it, I agree. I'm political.
You're already connected. So take it off. So take it off. You're connected. So off.
And the term that Brian Cooley came up was a cultural expert. And I wanted to be political. The people they block when he that word, you know what I'm saying? Even the influence of everything from, who drew the gun first, how we engage, how we deal with security. There was one scene with Danny Kaluuya when he walks up the stairs with another organization. And I was even to the point that, let's do it again. There's a certain walk Panthers had, you know what I'm saying? A certain stride. So I'm political. Okay.
I mean, still on the funding aspect, because it is difficult to do this kind of errors. So how do we fund it?
Oh, let me be very clear. No, this was something that we didn't fund it. We didn't fund it. This was initially, that's another pro and con. Warner Brothers, the mainstream, and also Macro, which is Brother Charles King, his production company. So we were able to come and do that control. So and years ago, there was a discussion, we was talking about doing an independent film. You know what I'm saying? In fact, we had some of the footage. We had actually cast it. You know, and unbeknownst to me, the different dynamics that come, the economic hardship that comes with it. Unbeknownst to me, in fact, there was rumored, we had Robin Allen, also known as the Lady Braids, the Afro Puffs. Over the song, Robin stuff from Afro Puff. She shot the scene playing my mother. You know, this was independent. We got the actual footage. Most Def, I know he's not seen baby. In fact, it was rumored that was on the issues about him when he wouldn't allow entry to come back into the States. We was wanting him to come back in to shoot his scene, play Chairman Fred. And I proposed it, so they brought this to us. We were still saying, you know, we told them, this was like 2007, 8, talking independent. We was talking doing this. No, this was later on, Director Charles King, Charles King, Macro, so no, we didn't fund it.
Okay.
Yes.
So how was it funded? I was still didn't get how was it funded? Hollywood.
I think it was a combination. Let me say this. I think he's trying to figure out how this happen. Like, even you got, like, for example, question. Okay, like these forces came with a resume also in their respective fields. And a lot of things you know, for all practical purposes, I don't think Hollywood even seen coming. Yeah. Like, you know, like even we had some political contradictions even with the Marvel Black Panther. Yeah. We had some issues with that, you know what I'm saying? Now, in retrospect, I think like the benefit of that being is some places they thought, here we go again, Black Panther, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. So, it's, you know, the old saying, nothing is all good, nothing is all bad. Yeah. So, you know what I'm saying? So, in fact, there was a struggle one time. Mind you, this was filmed pre-pandemic. Pre-pandemic. You know what I'm saying? So, pre-pandemic. So, there was, during the initial struggles, the movie that you actually brought to the producer, Ryan Coogler, well, let's downsize it. And he had in your contract, he said, well, wait a minute, we able to do a Marvel comic on a big screen? Can't do this on a big screen, you know what I'm saying? So, sometimes I think, and there are certain cases when we able to get the peel and the applesauce, you know what I'm saying? Like, I use an analogy on the plantation to a chattel slavery. Actually, when the slave owners, slave masters asked, how was Reverend Nat How was he going on? How was he doing this? He's spreading the good word. You know what I'm saying? So we was able to get this too. You know what I'm saying?
So we are here with the socialist movement of Ghana. We actually believe in the revolution to free ourselves from all the oppression and all the exploitations. And we are also inspired by the Black Panther, as they say, in the belly of the beast. Yes. You know, so we take inspiration, and we would like to confirm with our team members, and we would like to be in touch with you as indeed we have a program here that we have official planned. So we will beg to get a copy of your film so that we can have a day and do a film show in honor of General Fred and Black Panther Party.
Yeah.
Normally after we finish, we have a discussion and appreciate the movie. It's a revolutionary aspect, its influence, and it's also opening a portal for discussion with revolutionary figures. So we definitely would like to get a copy of it.
Right. Well, it's we got to give you copies. We actually pull it up Amazon Prime on YouTube now.
Okay.
Yes. And you said. I definitely look forward to when the spring. I'm set to be here to the 18th.
Oh, okay.
However, I'm also putting out, any opportunities to speak engaged in December. I want to start getting here consistently. You know what I'm saying? And you heard, the present administration there, I see people say that in a joking way, like you gotta watch the news because every day is something different happening. And in many cases, struggle, I use this analogy that, a reporter asked me before, how many members do you have in the Black Panther Party club? I said, well, a lot of times it depends on how many people the police have murdered. The reality is, so a lot of times people romanticize revolution. The reality is people get involved in struggle. Again, quote unquote, conscious, one of three ways: inspiration, aspiration, or desperation. So what I'm saying? So now this is a time period you're talking about when emperor has no laws. This is wrong. It's a wrongness, what I'm saying? So you have a lot of different reactionary elements and pros and cons to that. You see, like, even I guess several years ago, it kind of hit me recently. That's all the timeline or something. Was an event for the 10-year anniversary of Mike Brown, who was murdered in Ferguson. And then we did 5 years for Breonna Taylor, so he was murdered in the bedroom. Right. And so at the time, but you put in context those hot games, resistance. Like I tell people, it's a time period. As soon as the police murdered this and someone, automatically the store merchants, they knew it. They put the boards up. You know what I'm saying? And you have to put in context. At that time, there was a time period where the pandemic was happening. Where the athletes, the entertainers, they were not allowed to go out to be the Pied Pipers. You know what I'm saying? Keep people calm. You think back, no basketball games. You know what I'm saying? That's a historical type that the ruling class utilized. You go back to the days of Rome, when you know what I'm saying. Caesar didn't keep it up that game. In fact, Rome had a policy. They had a policy. Rome had a policy entitled "Increase the Game." Yes. Increase the game. It was when they were depleted of centuries. The soldiers that are conquering, and the people said, "Whoa, let's wait a minute. All the soldiers are not here." And they said, "Increase the game." There was this other movie, 12 Years a Slave. Remember, they were taking sisters to baby. He said, and the you know what I'm saying? So you had that was a time period. It was a window, the uprising. So now there are different discussions, different dynamics that were developing. Discussions out there, or like hot issues, immigration. That's a hot issue in the States now. People are getting more, like in the world view, even with the Trump administration, the present administration, good, bad, and different. How political, how a person sees something. There has been more discussion about what's happening in the world. I recall a case, even doing this prior to the election, or this election. And someone asked me my thoughts about it. I said, well, you got to take into account what's how the U.S. will move, take into account what's happening in Gaza, what's happening in Israel, the African. And the person said that well, Cherry Everett was a thing. This one people, I said, wait a minute. And it reminded me, and it's sad to say, this comedy, this is political show. Because he's really racist. I see like he's Archie Bunker cover up. Bill Meyer. Yes. He said America is the most dumbest the populace, the most 8 million, and it's like, as opposed to places where there will be certain kinds. This also goes to the importance how this movie had to come, the entertainment had to be in there, because this is no slight on this, it's a tactic, it's a major aspect of colonizing in the U.S. You know what I'm saying? As opposed to people having conversation, and that's don't get me wrong, there are certain places, that, you know what I'm saying, like politics is intense, but it's a it's Machiavellian with the TV, we call it idiot box, you know what I'm saying? Different dynamics. So I was on train of thought where I was going with this. What else?
So we were talking about, I mean, the level of resistance.
Oh, resistance.
Yes.
So it's ebbs and lows. It's a certain, and I always reference that action that Malcolm X and last week and said that the collective consciousness of the people, it ticks slowly, but it erupts in a volcano and forces them to melt like nothing, you know. So it's different. It's different discussion. And of course, you know, there's a lot of reactionaries. Let me say this. I think like even now, like you know, like though the music industry is one tentacle of imperialism, that's a sign right now. Even this whole phenomenon, and a lot of quote unquote organizers, they don't have the ear to the ground to see. It's the Kendrick Lamar dynamic phenomenon. Kendrick Lamar.
Yes.
This is something they can't get also. It's also the time when the ruling class is dispensing of getting, you know, cleansing, get rid of a lot of Negroes, the puffy combs and like, you know what I'm saying? They you know, do with them. Exactly, you know what I'm saying? So that's the season time. That's a necessary dynamic because I'm telling you, to see the ruling class use these people and let people see what happens. They get through with them. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And then have in a genius way. You know what I'm saying? Like this whole dynamic about the music industry and it's exposing not only the Uncle Sams but the Sambos, Gringos, and the Negroes. You know what I'm saying? So it's a hell of a time. Hell of a time. It's terrible. It's not.
Great. So the SMG, Student Union of Ghana, has a television station, and we will be honored to have you at a television station as an intern calling to at a television station. This is one of our producers, so we could arrange so that you can have you.
Yes.
So this is how it works. This is the Freedom Center, which is the cultural wing or the cultural outreach wing of the Socialist Movement of Ghana. So you see this Monday group. On Monday there is musical performances, poetry, readings here. Okay. And then there is a newspaper next door.
Okay.
Which highlights the struggles here.
Okay.
Yeah. And then there's a library here.
Okay.
You can check it out.
I never see
And then
him.
there's a TV station.
Wow. Okay.
Just to harness all the struggles
Yes.
and highlight it to the Ghanaian public.
Yes.
West Africa moving to Latin America.
Yes. Yes.
So that's the kind of work we are doing.
Yes.
So
How- What's the people? What's the like? Burkina Faso. What's the assessment? What's going on as we, you know, presently here?
Sure. I mean, the SMG was actually at, what's the name of the event? The one where I was having Mali. Was in Nigeria or Mali? Nigeria. So SMG was there at the event where they held a symposium colloquium with the AES states, like Burkina Faso, Mali, and Niger. SMG was invited as one of the international organizations that supports anti-imperialism. So we are, as a movement, we are in touch with that, and we basically support. The SMG is also a member of the West African People's Organization, which actually is also supporting that movement in AGS. So, and we have coverage from other places, Nigeria. This is our final leaders from Nigeria. Yes, and we have others from, we normally get the set from Nigeria and Mali. So their connection is there.
Yes.
It's very strong. We have an internationalist approach to the
Right.
struggle. And definitely we'll be happy to have you as our partners and then we can have steady exchanges.
Yes. Yes. Right on. Right on.
One that recently Troy was here for our inauguration. I think our communal secretary having him come to Ghana as well. So we are really working. Sorry, taking back to the state. I mean, now a lot of people, black people are mainly working with the Democrats. You see,
Here?
no,
State?
You say it's back to the state.
Oh, these
back to the States, yeah.
Yes.
Do you still see any future for the Black Panther movement? Looking at how all of the black people are now moving toward the Democrats. Do you see any future for the Black Panther movement?
It's actually, prime time. It's prime time because actually, on the contrary, that's the issue. People's faith, you know, in part of different parties, political parties, that be true that that's been for quite some period of time. People have like a vested interest because there's only relate their aspirations to the Democratic Party. There are so many contradictions. How you can, the ruling class itself even says that. So there's a different discussion. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know, and it was hurtful to see people who were limited to thinking. You know what I'm saying? I mean, like, you know what I'm saying? Democratic Party. I can use some past history of campaigns. We had a campaign in 2001. We still have one on. It's called the AAT bill, the African Anti-Terrorism Bill. The African Anti-Terrorism Bill. So on the terrorism that we, not the OGs, not the original gangsters, the original victims of terrorism. People were subjected to terrorism under such euphemisms as slavery, Jim Crow, redlining. And we got some people on different, Charles Barron, who's a councilman, and his wife was a councilman too, he also was a member back in the party in New York, Simon Willis, other progressive forces. But on the contrary, that's been a discussion about, even in particular, this last election. Because there was a time period that people, I mean, it was heartbreaking. Sometimes you have colleges, they try to use the word Democrat, it was synonymous to being black. And like people say, you can criticize that, oh, you're a Republican, as opposed to, I said, no, I'm not cut from that cloth. Our line is that, you know, say during the era of chattel slavery, the American, the Civil War, we don't always say, who are you with? We're not with the Union nor the Confederacy. Our allegiance is to Reverend Nat Turner and Harriet Tubman. You know what I'm saying? But some people so close and so linear that they couldn't even think that, you know. And so this is being prime time when conflicts are being heightened. Because when people say, no choice, you can actually not you can correlate it to that of the late 60s, the Black Power movement in the 60s. You know what I'm saying? When the Black Panther Party was in existence during the era of some people, U.S. President John F. Kennedy, who was very Machiavelli, but also it was John F. Kennedy who, his brother, Robert Kennedy, authorized the wiretap on Dr. King. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Under his leadership, the assassination attempts, coming up to Fidel Castro on Cuba, and with Nixon, came to campaign for law and order, raw, you know what I'm saying? And you see those different dynamics where they claim the country being exposed in both respective parts of the parties, and the Black Party that really understand. No, the hearing has to be, sometimes it can be premature. So wait, this is the Black Panther Party. This is a revolution on a platform, their demand, and so a lot of times people can be premature. And so, in fact, we use the same with us, the Black Panther Party Club. We said we are the last call for alcohol. they say they go to lounges. They say, okay, last call. People start looking around. Now they think, oh, I might want to go out with this person now. There's no other option. Again, so even the political significance, not this, the states, so I know particular states, Machiavellian, they give you your quote unquote choices. So we know this time period in particular, the root class itself is, I mean, they usually consider tactics, and how, like even when they came out, usual tactics from Democratic Party bringing out the different entertainers. You know what I'm saying? That's so that is you bring out the Einstein, Carville, or just the Hillary Clinton put hot sauce in a bottle, chicken wings, and nothing, never addressing any political agendas. That's sold now. You know what I'm saying? I mean, again, like that's not an advocate, and not an advocate for either. In fact, ironically, they had the Democratic convention in Chicago, and the one they had before this was under Clinton's administration. They was concerned because the major one they had there, the sticks in people's minds, was 1968 Democratic convention. You know,
Why not?
Mary Haley said shoot and kill all rioters, and this one it was in Chicago, and it's right down the street where Chairman Freer happened to visit Marshall was assassinated. It's right down the street. We had a people's convention. The Black Panther Party Colors convened a people's convention right there on the same main street, Madison. We had different representatives come from all over the district. What are the people's concerns? And the doctor see that they look back at work. Damn, no wonder y'all be there. Every year we have two major events with our organization. August 30th is the Chairman Freer Street Party. December 4th is International Revolutionary Day. We have different themes. 2 years ago, it was a folding chair. You know why, right?
Yes.
The one at the Mississippi.
I was critical of someone the other day. I was critical.
Mother Conrad is watching.
Oh, right on. My aunt, cool, she's watching, yes. I was critical of some stuff. There are certain things that are phenomenal, you know what I'm saying, that you can't, that transcends colonial borders. And some people will be in bubbles. And we read the chairman said, no investigation, no right to speak. Minister Dr. You say power. Power is the ability to define phenomena and make it act in desired manner. Power is the ability to define phenomena and make it act in desired manner. Certain time periods, one of the things I envy about Kendrick Lamar, I watched it, I said, because people were saying, I'm not catching, I don't understand it. And I told one of my comrades 2 years ago, I said, the children, they listen to that. You have to catch up. And I said, I prayed, I hoped that we have a generation, similar to that of the Black Panther Party, that's still going to we love you, appreciate you. However, we will not sit idly by with these white Jesus posters on the wall. You know what I'm saying? My mother got planted out of my aunt's home because of the stand. There comes a position attack. See, now Kendrick Lamar, who's a phenomenal artist, there's information that some people still are not going to catch. And there has to come to a period in time. And there was a common saying in the 1960s, it was a quote in the Red Book, blood to the horse's brow. Huh? And woe to those who can't swim. Blood. And see, my love for the people, you don't understand this, you keep on, you know what I'm saying? Condition of the force, stick and move. You know what I'm saying? There comes a time period. The stakes are too high. You know? There are people's conviction that we convene. Some people are just catching on to it. We have an agenda, the yard signs. What candidate you want to vote for? We had yard signs. Hampton and Clark, radical reparations, vote for victory, struggle for self-determination. See, the phenomenal, we are realists. Electoral policy become phenomenal. So we took that, we defined it. You know what I'm saying? See, like in Chicago, when Chairman Fred offered the Rainbow Coalition, a lot of people say, oh, you shouldn't talk to this race, you shouldn't talk to the street gangs. He was a realist. He said, man, wait a minute, this exists. He said, organization is nothing new. He defined it. He upped the ante. And then the uniqueness of it, just the race and the class contradictions. There have been attempts to hijack it, to water down. But there's a certain unique, you know what I'm saying? What makes it unique? Like the folding chair. I'm so glad you're going with that. See, that was a phenomenon. It upped the ante. It was the different dynamics. You're hearing a sister in the background saying, please keep swimming, young brother. This is a time when all the music have set up a situation between black men and black women to be antagonistic. Yeah? You know, so you can see the movies, none of that. So I tell people, like even the movie Judas and Black Messiah, when they shot the scene, the kiss scene between Chairman Fred and Deborah Johnson's character. They said, Chairman, you gotta be on the set. I have to be here. Because that's even political, You know what I'm saying? And I didn't notice that I said, okay, wait a minute, he should come a little bit more. She should come a little more. Because you have to take into account how the ruler is, is he taking advantage of his position? And she just some like groupie. No, unbeknownst to me, it was brought to my attention later on that there was a law in Hollywood never to show our people in a loving relationship. A law. Wow. A law. See, everything is political. I'm not talking about politics, you know what I'm saying? The way we deal with each other, when we don't deal with each other, and that folding chair was, you know what I'm saying? Anybody on the ground, they can read, that communicates throughout the world. And we have to come to a point to say, like some things that you keep on trying to hold it up. Because in the stagecoach, there's going to be some mules and donkeys left behind. That's some so-called thoroughbred. Because see, some people who are very skilled, they are very, you can confuse you like, how is this person so intelligent? But they can't see certain things. I told people, Kendrick Lamar, I said, I don't understand the politics. There's a different, who you're trained by. You know what I'm saying? There's a different baby silverback gorilla that receives the breast milk from a silverback gorilla. Right. From the silverback gorilla who has got the milk from the same poacher that killed his mother and father. It's a different one. It's a different dynamic. You know what I'm saying? It's an old video of Kendrick Lamar. Old video of this young man. He's doing an interview, early teenage. And he said something about, yes, what you do? He said, Martin. The interviewer said, what is that, Martin? He said, Martin is on TV in the States. That good, bad, and different is something that's common in our community. There are certain things in certain areas of time that we have to understand are telltale signs we can pick up on. You know what I'm saying? In New Orleans, that's what they call a second line. More mass line as opposed to the Mardi Gras, the ruling class. And we have to be able to communicate with each other.
Signing off. Charlie's going to there's a way to come.
This is intense. I wish we had so much time, but definitely our brother here would like the interview at the station, so we will take your details and make sure
I look forward to it.
You get into the station
yes.
And have that interview. I'm sure the whole Ghana will be looking forward to it.
I look forward to it. Tune in.
Exactly.
Tune in. Tune in, world.
Yeah, sure. Yeah, and I mean, there are a lot of strands between your honorable father and the father of Ghana, as we call him, Dr. Nkrumah.
Okay.
Yes, the anti-capitalism.
Yes.
Your father who said, we fight racism, not with racism.
Solidarity.
Solidarity. And then we don't fight capitalism with
black capitalism.
We fight socialism. So we believe strongly that only a socialist future can get us from this.
No disagree, right on.
Exactly. So we are ready to work with you, and our brother here will reach out.
Yes.
And we are so happy to have hosted you as an honor.
Right.
And I wish more of our members were here, but definitely
Quality
over quantity. and we will definitely have a movie screening,
yes,
and we will definitely show you how it
yes,
works and send it to you.
yes.
But before you round up, we'd like you to introduce
Forgive me.
your great friends.
Yes, indeed, yes, indeed. She's his wife. Is the ceremony was in October. Prior to being with that, I was at a psychological block on so-called Canada, fighting for a long time. And I was talking, I mentioned Mos Def earlier. Y'all seen that? What? Phenomenal. We talking one time, he said, Cherry. Yes. He said, Cherry, you know that Malcolm X, 2 weeks after Malcolm X came from Canada, he was assassinated. And 2 weeks after Cherry Fred came back from Canada, he was assassinated. So I got this block to fight for a long time. I'm gonna deal with that. Because we relate, a philosophical tool that we relate to is dialectical materialism. We know things are constantly born and growing and dying and disintegrating, and there are similarities still move forward. When Cherry Fred touched there, Emmanuel, her father, biologically was a political father, like I would say, they touched down. And the irony that when she was political prison, she was locked up. I had just been released with 25, I don't know, 30 years, 2001, yeah. So, ongoing, the major factor, with everything addressed into South Dakota, chapter pipelines, we on the ground time, political prison, we out with Jamal, Linda Peltier, principal, the Hampton House, coming right on that place, you know. So this is a major factor to bring before this president was on the sunset too. John, brother here, you realize I get utmost respect and appreciation. Wizzy also, these forces, even, I spoke today earlier, and it never ceases me. Like, I said in Brazil when I spoke at Black Conscience Day. No chains, shackles, water, land barriers, no language barriers should be divide us never again. And it's something that you not times you get caught up with thinking that you also there's a tactical system to keep you subjected to your own particular area. Once you start splitting it, so same tactic you'll say to different degree, but they play a key role. You know, so that's we watch the movie in Timber. And it's reciprocal relationship I learned from the people, I studied the people. Richard Pryor, who was heavily impacted by the Black Panther Party, he used a term called peopleologists. And everything from this dialogue with the it's a constant learning game, so unfortunately I brothers here, in every aspect. Cody, who we document this stuff. But that's important. It's a major role with this. In fact, we have a mantra saying, let's make history, take history, take history. Because in so many cases, the narrative, it's not getting down. And this is something I don't take lightly, because this is not my first time here. I'm going to vent real quick while I'm on live. I've got some forces who supposedly, there's simple things, they're just documenting stuff. The horror stories that come with that. You know? And that's, a lot of people think some of it's political. It's political. The ruling class, a lot of people just, you didn't pay them. No. They don't, a lot of people don't see this as important, you know what I'm saying? But don't touch that. We're not the services, we want to be like the climate, that's what even the movie play role, to have the conversation. The Wheaties cereal, you heard that? They, in the 70s, they would go athletes on the front cover. They had Muhammad Ali on the Wheaties cereal in the late 80s. First of all, why Muhammad Ali not on the Wheaties before? The Reverend Wheaties said we do it now because he's